is Stella's song that the book I'm gonna read you guys today, and written by Stephanie Roberts, illustrated by Stephen Chambers. Seems like a good book that I'm gonna tell you about. Stella was a joyful little elephant. Thump, thump, thump. She'd stomp her feet all. She'd jump and hop all the way home after school. She was a very happy elephant. But did you know elephants can't jump because they have a lot of weight? But this is an imaginary story, and Stella's special so she can jump. She jumped all the way home. And Stella lived with her dad, her mom, and a crazy kind uncle. Stella was a very kind of unusual elephant, because when I go to the zoo and I would go to look at the elephants, I don't see a twisted trunk, not very big feet, and that means she couldn't play hoop-a-loop. But for elephants, they can swing it around their trunk. Except Stella, because her trunk was twisted, and if I had a twisted nose, I don't think I could do that. Like, if I had a twisted trunk, it would get stuck in the twists. And since her feet were so big, she couldn't run that fast. And she didn't win. Anyways, Stella was sad about that. So she decided to get a walk to clear up her mind. Off she went, like, kind of gloomy and sad. Suddenly, she saw a tree and thought, I'll go back home later. I just want to rest now. Just sit back and relax. Like that. But slowly she began to dream. She dreamt that she's going on an adventure to make some friends. But first she packed a bunch of bananas and her favorite type of nuts. She chose the extraordinary kind. And then she swooped it on her back and began to walk through that jungle. She tickled a bird, and she even made friends with the monkey. The monkey said, Hey kid, this is my jungle. Would you like to come play with my friends? She nodded with excitement, and the monkey swooped onto her back and said, Go, elephant, I'll lead you the way to my friends. And there the journey started, and by the time her parents realized she wasn't there, she already made like 50 or 60 friends already. The littlest Ellie said, I'm missing Stella. Everyone said, we do miss her too, you know. Suddenly, her cousin said, I have idea. Let's write a letter to Stella, or like a poster to Stella. Post it on some trees and write the good things about her and how much we love her. The cousin said, and they began to work. You want to see what they did? They started to work. Anyways, in Stella's dream, the sun started to fall down. The sun was starting to go down as the moon started to rise. It was the sunset. Then Stella quickly woke up with a big boom and hopped up on her feet and said, My family, I have heard to get back to. And she said goodbye in her dream and said, I have to go. I have another home to get back to. They all said goodbye and did their ways, and Stella hopped home with a big kaboom, a boom, and a big, big, big kaboom splash. It was loud. Suddenly she heard cheering and yelling, calling out, Stella, Stella, in a loud voice. So she followed the voice and tripped over a bush, and then she saw her herd. But before they could say anything, they started to shower her with kisses, and then said, Stella, we were worried sick. It was a real bore without you. It felt like a chore. Well, she said, really? Do you really love me that much? Then I wouldn't have questioned myself. Why am I like this? And why am I like this? And who am I? An elephant? And why do I even live in this jungle? I wouldn't have questioned that. And they all began to wrap her with their big curly trunks and began to wrap her with a big elephant cuddle like this. Oh, and that's the end, by the way. Goodbye, guys. And the moral of the story is, if you have long hair or if you have short, it doesn't really matter. Be yourself. If you have big feet, if you have small, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you have colored hair or plain black like mine. I don't really care. It's actually pretty cool. Anyways, that's the moral of the story. And one more thing to say. Goodbye.